Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the UU Showdown Live. Now, I wanted this to be either an Enter Mega Tyranitar or Enter Mega Manectric or Enter Mega Abomasnow Live, but at the time I'm recording, and this is the time that I actually have to record today. I don't have like set times when I record, but I have times where I can actually afford to record. And unfortunately, they are not live on Showdown as of yet. So I'm hoping tomorrow I can hit you guys with at least 2 lives with 2 of those mons, obviously. But we're going to be on the UU tier with this team from Paytonio. It looks really cool. I love Infernape. I love Crobat. And Nasty Plot Crobat actually looks really fun with PokeaimMD. We have Choice Band Infernape, Swampert for Stealth Rock, Starmie as our Rapid Spinner, Bulky Scizor, and then Scarf Curum. And we have no Ghost Resist on this team. So Hoop is going to be an issue. Primarina is going to be annoying, depending on what move it locks itself into. And I guess Raikou, but we can deal with Raikou. We have this, we got Mach Punch, we have Speed Tie, we got Sludge Bomb. So I'm really excited about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. Obviously, Necrozma is going to have such a great. We have this first game that's going to be annoying. Obviously, Necrozma is going to have, or Necrozma is going to have a big role in it. Its ability is literally called Prism Armor, and then we saw the new mods they released, and they're definitely like Necrozma with some sort of armor on it. But anyway, Darmanitan, I'm thinking Choice Scarf plus Fat Mons. I'm going to lead off with Swampert because I can get on my rocks, and Choice Scarf Darmanitan look like the natural lead for my opponent. Nasty Plot Crobat is going to be my way of winning. I think I only need a little bit of chip damage off on Mew. SD Scizor is also very good in this game. In fact, it can just win. So we're going to get off our Stealth Rock, as that is definitely Choice Scarf damage. That is not Choice Band on Darmanitan. My opponent definitely can stall out the majority of my team with Porygon. Also, Amoonguss is an issue. Seeing as how Infernape can actually click Flare Blitz and what rocks up to a KO every mon on his team, I definitely don't want that thing going to sleep. As much as I love Kyurem in this game because it can spam Ice Beam, I feel like it's the most expendable member because Primarina comes in, Mew's more than likely going to be able to eat too. If Conk is a Solvus, it doesn't matter, and Porygon can eat up. So we're going to go Kyurem as our sleep fodder, and then we're going to double out into our Infernape because that gives us either U-turn momentum as well as a way of hitting Mew hard if Mew is his defogger. I'm assuming Mew would come out now. If Darmanitan comes out, it takes Stealth Rock damage anyway, and it can't come in multiple times on the Stealth Rock anyway, as well as the fact that I could be Scarf Infernape, so he might be scared. He can also be fearing Sleep Talk on Kyurem. That's common on, well, that's not super common, but that was ran in Black and White OU. I don't know how much my opponent has played Pokemon, but if they are familiar with Black and White OU, they might be fearing me to be Specs. Though it's more than likely Kyurem Black that runs Sleep Talk. They might be fearing me to be Specs Kyurem. This was also a set that was run in Oras a bit too. So, not this Kyurem, but like regular Kyurem. Well, not this is regular Kyurem, but like Kyurem Black. So I could definitely see him doubling right now, fearing the Specs Sleep Talk. Porygon, Mew are both Pokemon I can see him going out into. I guess Primarina is also a Mon, but I wouldn't mind getting off U-turn damage on Primarina because that would mean that close combat to it KOs it, even Flare Blitz. After rocks, like it can't switch in on Banded Flare Blitz, so let's see what play my opponent wants to make. Switches out, does go Darmanitan. So I can see Earthquake coming out. I'm just gonna go right out into my Swampert. He could also double switch, expecting me to be Scarf Infernape and fear that. But he just goes right for the U-turn. So again, he's gonna be taking that chip damage. Can't come in too much anymore, or much more rather. As Mew's gonna come out. I'm assuming this thing is just gonna go for the default. And probably Will-O-Wisp, so I'm actually going to start fetching for some, or fishing rather, for some Scald Burns. Because, yeah, I get it immediately, nice. And that could be the difference between 2 KOing Mew with Flare Blitz and not. So, getting off that damage is really nice early on. I'm assuming this is Will-O-Wisp, Defog, Stealth Rock itself. Yep. Probably Psychic as its last move, and then, yeah, again, Will-O-Wisp. So I can beat it 1v1. With my Starmie, he could have U-turn. I'll throw off another Scald just in case. If he wants to defog me, that's fine. He could have U-turn as well. It's Heal Bell. Wait, so do you not have recovery? Is this just full-on support? I got to burn immediately too. I'm about to find out. Is this thing full-on support Mew? Because I don't care because I have leftovers on my Swampert. So as long as Swampert's alive, it can take hits from Darmanitan. Or is this just a Mew without recovery? If it's a Mew without recovery, great. That made it a lot easier because it's already pretty much in range of Crobat. Also, I get to set up on it with Crobat. We'll find out right now if he has recovery. And again, Scald is just such a good no drawback move. I don't care that I'm burnt. What are you doing? I don't understand. Is he just trying to get up rocks and then switch out into Primarina? I don't know. But I will click my rocks right here as he does switch out into Amoonguss. Great. I get up rocks and Muse low. I don't understand those series of plays. Stun Spore is definitely an issue, I suppose. But I don't think he'd go for it versus Starmie. Then again, I do have Crobat. I'm actually going to make the Scizor play because I can U-turn out of there, and if he doubles, it's great. I doubt HP Fire will come out because I showed Kyurem as well as Infernape as my first switch in, and his team is looking really easy to be swept by Scizor, especially with that Stealth Rock damage on Darmanitan. Don't know how much he was thinking about that, but I can U-turn here, scouting for HP Fire, and also letting me get in my Infernape. Infernape deals with whatever his switch into Scizor would be. He goes hard Conkeldurr. Take a little bit of chip, nice. I can now go out into my Crobat and scare him out most likely with a Brave Bird. He should switch out fearing Brave Bird. I want a Nasty Plot so badly, predicting Porygon to want to come out. You should fear Brave Bird. And Porygon could take it. I'm going for it. Who stays in with Conkeldurr? I don't understand that play. He misses. That's unfortunate. He definitely can tell by my voice. I'm fine with that. I don't understand why he stayed in with Conkeldurr to deal with this, but I get rid of Conk. Obviously, the miss sucked. I still don't think staying was the correct play. If I was Bandit Crobat, I got the kill. Mew makes 0 sense right here because I can knock you out with Sludge Bomb, and you're definitely not faster. You revealed your entire moveset, so sacked his Mew away for some reason. I do not agree with that play at all. Obviously, the Stone Edge miss sucked. That was so unfortunate. But live action Undead Thriller 3D platformer shooter today? What the hell did Chris just ask me? We playing the live action Undead Thriller 3D platformer shooter today. Jesus, it's a mouthful. So we'll go to Swampert. It's literally here just for Darmanitan, getting a little bit more chip damage. If he wants to go for Flare Blitz, Crispy, which I don't mind, because it might actually put me in range of burn after. Not that it matters anyway. I'm just gonna click Scald again. Darmanitan switches out. It's in range of Bullet Punch. I can set up on Porygon unless it has HP Fire or Foul Play. And again, close combat's going to be destroying my opponent's team. So he switches out, which is fair. I'll actually save my Swampert as fodder just for the Darmanitan. Again, I don't know if he has HP Fire, but I'm thinking more so Clear Smog, Sludge Bomb. I'm going to go right to Scizor. Because if he doubles out to Darmanitan, it still takes that chip damage from Stealth Rock. It'll be at 10%. I can knock it out with Bullet Punch. If he goes out to Primarina, I'll actually switch out. Because I don't want to go in for a water move. Primarina is definitely the biggest threat, I feel. Amoonguss, I'm not as worried about. I have Crobat, Infernape, even Kyurem, we could just eventually wake up. So we see a Giga Drain. His switches to this are very limited at this point. I kind of want to SD up, to be honest. His HP Fire isn't going to kill me. Okay, yeah, I win. So we'll just SD up, and then we'll SD up again, get a little bit greedy. There's no way he can beat me. And I want to be able to beat down Primarina with one hit. Which I think I need +4 for, rather. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Primarina does go down to +4. Bullet Punch, Technician boosted and whatnot. Nami? Okay, nice One Piece. I mean, it doesn't have to be One Piece. It's not that it's a common name or anything. This is only mon. Oh, I don't have nicknames blocked. So Primarina goes down. If Porygon manages to take it, doesn't matter. I click Flare Blitz after, and you know if Foul Play even manages to knock me out at that. So definitely the Stone Edge miss sucked for my opponent. I still don't. If he expected me to be Nasty Plot Crobat, then great. I understand that. But I think Porygon was always your play because I couldn't even knock it out with +2 Supersonic Skystrike and it could Thunder Wave me. Then again, I would be faster anyway. Even after Thunder Wave. Like, even if it was like. I'm pretty sure even if it was like max speed Porygon too. I don't even know. Where are we on the ladder? I know I dropped a couple points last time. Oh, we played this guy. Just Focus Sash Bisharp. So my opponent last time led off with Feraligatr, I'm pretty sure. I want to keep Swampert alive. This is Mega Arrow. I'm going to lead off with Infernape. If he wants to lead off with Feraligatr, I can U-turn out of there. Yep. I figured he would actually have really similar, like he would be similar to what he did last time. And what I can do is just U-turn out of there and put him in range of Kyurem's Draco Meteor. And then just drop a Draco on him with my Kyurem. I'm expecting him to Dragon Dance up. He could Waterfall too. But last time when I played him when Moet was here, he Dragon Dance up immediately. So we're going to drop a Draco. And we are able to get rid of Feraligatr. Kyurem is actually amazing in this, being able to spam Ice Beam, getting rid of Aerodactyl as well as the Decidueye. Obviously, Clefable can come out. This Bisharp, by the way, was Focus Sash last time. We'll just go hard into Infernape and click U-turn. Crobat's actually not bad. I think I'm in Sack Skarmory. So I'm going to U-turn here. Sack Starmie, excuse me. Because as much as Starmie does this game, I think it's too much setup fodder for Decidueye. Should I double, guys? Should I double, expecting him to Sucker Punch? I want to double into Infernape just to preserve, but there's no point. I'm going to click Scald. Again, I'll preserve right here. And then we'll click Mach Punch to be able to take out the Bisharp. Yeah, Mach Punch will be able to pick him off. I can see him switching, I guess, but I don't want to take any unnecessary damage. He goes Entei, which is really nice because Scizor is really good at sweeping late game. Oh, he's that toxic Entei. That's fine. But it makes it a little bit harder for me, but getting up rocks again is still really nice. Decidueye can definitely come out and set up, but I'll go hard cure him and just click Ice Beam. Again, these are his 2 ice resists, and with Stealth Rock up, they're not going to be taking hits. Yeah, again, Ice Beam is going to be... Ice Beam is going to be wrecking through his team. But I don't think the reward was worth risking Infernape, because what if he, like... What if he predicted that, you know? It would have been worse for me. Or it would have been bad for me, rather. So what I want to do is just click Roar. This is a Stealth Rocker. Or could potentially be a... No, it was Cosmic Power last time. Oh yeah, get that out of here. Get that monster out of here. Because I'm hoping to get an Entei or Bisharp. That's good too. I get off an Earthquake. I don't care if you knock me off. I will definitely knock you out with Earthquake. This is an Ice Beam answer. Sucker Punches as opposed to knocking off. Maybe he doesn't have knockoff. Maybe he has Iron Head because he has Psycho Cut. So Iron Head would make sense as well because Clefable is in this tier. Premier Pokemon like that. So those mons are dead. The Decidueye comes out. Hard cure him. Whether you go for Spirit Chakra or Leaf Blade or SD up, cure him is the answer always. Gets a crit. I don't think that matters. It's Pokemon. And I can just click Ice Beam. If Entei comes in, takes that Stealth Rock damage and a little bit of chip. If Clefable comes out, it's going to be taking some chip damage too. And what I can do is go right out into my Crobat. Immediately into Crobat because he's forced to Soft Boiled or Moonlight. Well, Soft Boiled, definitely. It's not Unaware. So it's definitely running Soft Boiled. He's forced to Soft Boiled. I can throw off Sludge Bombs. Or he can Moonblast immediately and get a special attack drop. No. I'll still Sludge Bomb anyway, just for damage. He's Psychic, isn't he? Yep. So he was Psychic last time, yeah. That's why I figured. We can go cure him and just click Ice Beam. Again, special attack drop. Unfortunate, but again, it happens. Like I said, Ice Beam is really good at sweeping his team. It's going to be able to Revenge Kill Mega Arrow and Decidueye. Entei, I'm not as worried about, again, because I do have Swampert, which is not only forcing it to take Stealth Rock damage, but also can phase it out. And once Infernape comes out, he gets to click Flare Blitz. So right back on to Swampert we go. I can also drop a Draco and probably Revenge Kill the majority of his team. Oh, he has Flare Blitz even, so that's great. What I want to do is go for Roar, because if I get into Decidueye, it's a little bit more annoying for me than it is if... Or maybe I should just throw off... Let me just throw off a Scald. Whatever. The Decidueye isn't as threatening. It goes Aerodactyl, so I'm able to nab that thing with a Scald upon switching. How much damage can you even do to me? I'm able to nab that thing with a Scald upon switching. As he goes for Earthquake. And what I can do is actually, if he goes to Decidueye, I can afford to Roar him out. I don't want to risk him SDing up, expecting my Kyurem, and then potentially crit me with Sucker Punch. I can sack this thing, go Kyurem, and just click Ice Beam. Yep, and he does SD up. So, like I said, I didn't want him to try and SD up and then risk crits and stuff. Though he would need a ton of them because I have Scizor, I have Kyurem and Infernape, all mons that could take hits. And we can just Scald immediately. As he goes to Decidueye. Yeah, now Entei's in range of Earth Power. Scald also having that chance to burn. He can knock me out with the Leaf Blade if he wants to, but the correct play is just staying in and clicking... the correct play, excuse me, is just staying in and clicking Leaf Blade. Or, excuse me, Roar. And then I can go Infernape and just click Banded Flare Blitz which should be able to knock out the Decidueye, well, which easily would knock out the Decidueye, but it should also be able to knock out Entei after the Stealth Rock switching, and if it doesn't, I have Kyurem to just click Earth Power, and if he switches hard into Entei, I'm pretty positive it will die. It's at 16%, so there's no way. I think he needed like Extreme Speed crit and Sucker Punch crit, and even then I'm pretty sure Infernape would live both, so Entei goes down, and Decidueye is going to go down as well. So this is like an example of like me having already experience versus his opponent and understanding how to play. Like, I knew he would lead off with a Feraligatr. I feel like he was the type of player that would do that just because he had like Focus Sash Bisharp. I don't know why. I felt like that I just knew he would do that. That's it. I just knew he would do that. I was 100% sure he would do that, which is why Infernape was a good lead anyway. Oh, cool team. A really SD Scizor weak. So he might have Fire Punch on Conkeldurr. I'm really weak to Blastoise. Knowing that I'm actually going to lead off with Crobat because I can click Supersonic Skystrike. Oh, he leads off with this. So he doesn't have a Flying Resist, which is great. I'm just going to click Supersonic Skystrike. Yeah, everybody seems to like to stay in with their Conkeldurrs. Unless he's AV, I don't think he's taking this anyway. He does take it, but yeah, he does nothing back to me. And I can just go right for the Air Slash and knock him out. If he wants to go into Gliscor, that's fine. It could be an Ice Fang variant, but that does a decent amount. Though I'm thinking more so Stealth Rock variant on Gliscor. And what I can do now is just Nasty Plot up on his Stealth Rock, and then proceed to Air Slash +2 versus something. Game plan, spin away these hazards one, and then, yeah, SD Scizor is really, really good versus team. In fact, I just need damage off on Blastoise, which I'm hoping he gives me. Goes back down to Conkeldurr, so he sacks that. Nice. And I'm hoping he gives me this damage off on Blastoise right now, or he goes Kyurem. Kyurem is also a very good play. To revenge kill me with the Ice Beam. I should be able to go Scizor here. That has to be Scarf Kyurem, or it could be Specs, I suppose. Again, Scizor was a win con, so maybe risking this isn't the correct play because he could potentially freeze me, but I'll go for U-turn. I want to keep him momentum. He actually goes Blastoise, so this gives me a strong hit off on him. A strong hit with this plus Crobat. And I want Crobat because I can click Sludge Bomb and do some damage. Tentacle's a fair play as well. But I want to try and get off some damage on Blastoise because basically with the Dark Pulse set, it's really, really, really threatening. Close Combat is also really good though, which is why I'm going to go for Air Slash. I have a spinner, so I'm not worried about this mon. I don't care if I get burnt either. I want damage because my Kyurem revenge kills the majority of his team. He has no Dragon Resist. But yeah. Go on to Starmie here. And just click Psyshock first before spinning. I don't want to give Blastoise free turns. As Kyurem is going to come out. And I'm just going to calc. I'm pretty sure I live a Scarf Draco Meteor. Actually, I'm positive I live it, so I'm just going to go for Recover. Was that Specs? That was Specs? That actually did nothing. What? Really? That actually didn't do much. But I'm fearing Scizor to be 2-hit KO'd. This mon is good. Whatever. I get to Rapid Spin and then I get to click Flare Blitz with my Infernape and get a kill. So I'll take it. I'm clicking Flare Blitz because it doesn't allow Gliscor to come in and get up rocks, and it also should be able to 2-hit KO Tentacruel as well as Blastoise prior to the evolution. And like I said, I don't want Gliscor coming in and getting up rocks, especially because I just sacked my spinner. So this is going to be close to denying him. That's a roll that I do not like. That's a dirty roll. Taking it. Doesn't matter because, like I said, Scizor is an issue to my opponent, and getting rid of this mon, especially because it's Fizz Def, amazing for me. So we get rid of Gliscor. He does get up rocks though, which is annoying. But again, I can just drop Dracos. Zygarde Dog comes out. Dog Guard. And we'll go right out into our Swampert here. I don't think I need rocks. I think it's smarter of me, especially because that's Choice Band. I think it's smarter of me just to click Earthquake because he's in range. I'm potentially being 2-hit KO'd here. So I'll click Earthquake. He goes hard Kyurem. Beautiful. So I'm going to be able to get off some damage here. And then Stealth Rock up. So that's Belt. Do you have HP Fire? There's just no way. He could have HP Fire. I'm worried about that. I'll go Scizor. Do you have HP Fire? Is that Sub-Zero Slammer? Oh, Tectonic Rage. Oh, that's Earth Power. Okay, so again, so I lost my Scizor, which was my way of winning, but again, he has no Dragon Switchings. So it's not completely terrible for me. And Close Combat's also going to be wrecking through my opponent's team. So we can drop a Draco, knock out Kyurem, nice. Tentacle can come out. And Rapid Spin if it wants to. But again, him having no Dragon Switching is great. Unless that's Scarf Dog. No, I did 36%. There's no way that's Scarf. Doubles out to Blastoise. Good play, good play. I eat up any hit though, and I should be able to 2 KO him with the Earthquake. Oh, unless he confuses me. Ah, that's tough. That is tough. That is tough. I needed this close combat damage. Oh, I need the Earthquake so I can potentially spam Outrage. Outrage can still win from my Kyurem in the back, but I don't know if it's going to kill Blastoise now because I didn't get off that Earthquake damage. Oh, but he decides to stay with Blastoise, so nice. I'm going to be able to knock that thing out, and I should be able to sweep... Unless this is actually... unless that's actually Choice Scarf Zygarde, and I think 36% is a little bit too much, especially with 299 attack. This is Dragon Dance, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I use this team. Could be wrong. We'll find out right now anyway. But Outrage is definitely my play. Because I'll be able to knock out Kyurem, and it also 2 KOs. Or excuse me, it knocks out Zygarde and also 2 KOs Tentacruel. I didn't even think about the Z move. Unless he actually is Scarf Dog. That didn't matter. I less didn't kill, but like, and then I got 2 turns. But if he's Scarf Dog, it doesn't matter anyway. So if he's Scarf Dog, he outplayed me with the Z move. But no, he's not, because I was pretty sure that was banded damage on my Swampert. And what he was trying to do was get me to drop a Draco or even Ice Beam. I don't know why. I think switching out wasn't his play. I think he had to let me do that and try and 1v1 me with Tentacruel, but doesn't matter. Kyurem comes through. So Z move Kyurem was something I didn't think of. I thought it was automatically Scarf, and then obviously I saw that Starmie outsped it, so I was like, oh, okay, it's not Scarf. I thought it would drop a Draco, then I could recover it off, and then proceed to spam Psyshock and get my kill with Starmie. So I don't think I played that last game to the best of my ability, but I didn't know about Z-Move Kyurem, and now I do. So if I face that team again, I'll prep better around it. I also don't like how people are staying in with their Conkeldurs versus Crobat, man. I gotta hit my boy in Fuga and bring back the Bandit Crobat. People don't disrespect Bandit Crobat. That mon can 2 KO Raikou. Ooh, I like my opponent's team. Very, very, very weak to Scizor. Although Sharpedo's obviously annoying. Same thing with Mew. Crobat's great in this too. But when you know what's really good? Infernape. Infernape doesn't have a good, bad lead matchup at all. Like even Gliscor, I just U-turn out of there. So we'll lead Infernape. We're gonna go for the chip damage with his own hail. His Aurora Veil is gonna be annoying, especially because that's probably Z move. Mew. Oh, wait, is Genesis Supernova banned? I don't remember. Kyurem also revenge kills a lot of his team. The lot. What? Gotta be careful around this mon though. It's busted. So I gotta keep Swampert healthy, which is gonna be hard because Entei. But we're gonna lead again Infernape. Leads off with Entei. He could Extreme Speed immediately. I probably would if I were him. But I'm gonna go for U-turn. Sacred Fire is also another play. This is tough because Sharpedo is such a threat. But I'm hoping that Kyurem... I gotta keep Kyurem healthy. That's probably better for me. So we'll go Swampert here. This allows us rocks. As he goes for Stone Edge, so great. That was a better first turn than I thought. I will get up rocks here. If he goes hard Mew, I'm not going to stay in this time on his defog and whatnot. I'll actually go Starmie this time because I don't want to get burnt. And I can just start spamming Scald. And I bring in my Starmie on an Energy Ball. Good. Good, that's exactly what I wanted. We'll throw off a Scald here. We'll find out if it's Scarf Mew or not. Or Belt. Either way, I'm fishing for a potential burn here. Yeah. As he goes for Psychic. Nice. And I can take that. And Mew, unless it's packing Heal Belt, we're good. Is it E-Belt? I think it's E-Belt. I think it's actually just E-Belt Mew. I would love to keep this mon alive. I would absolutely love to keep... No, is that Assault Vest damage? It's doing 14. That has to be Assault Vest. Alright, so again, Flare Blade switching is non-existent. There's no way. That has to be Assault Vest. It did 14. Flare Blade switching is non-existent. It's stronger than U-turn too, so I'm clicking it. Bandit Flare Blitz, rocks are up. That was his only defogger outside of potentially Gliscor, I guess. I doubt it would be Gliscor though. Pretty sure Gliscor can't have defog plus toxic orb. I don't remember. It's been a while since I even had to think about that. But Sharpedo comes out. I do not want to switch out. I don't want to switch out just in case he auto mega'd. Why? Oh, just to Aqua Jet me. Okay, but the fact that he auto mega'd made it a little bit easier for me because I can now drop a Draco with Kyurem. Even if he goes Ninetales, I get up a Swords Dance with this. Yeah, so I'll drop a Draco. Aqua Jet's really cool. I haven't seen that, but he Mega Evolved immediately. So now I can drop a Draco. He will more than likely switch out into Ninetales. I would 100% go Ninetales here, but this mon is a threat, and the fact that he now doesn't have speed means that Crobat is looking extremely threatening. So very, very solid play. Going hard into Ninetales. That was the play to make, but now Hail is up. Aurora Veil will be threatening, obviously, but I can go Scizor. HP Fire is going to be annoying if he goes for that, or if he has that. I don't know if I have a play if he has that, to be honest. I think the better play is just clicking Bullet Punch here. Yeah, just in case he had HP Fire, the better play was definitely knocking him out, which I actually ended up doing through the Aurora Veil, so great. And I can U-turn out of there. If he goes Entei, it takes Stealth Rock plus Chip, which I won't U-turn out of there versus if he goes Gliscor, I can U-turn out of there really safely. This is probably his rocker. He goes to Fling Toxic Orb, but no, I have no reason not to U-turn, and we're just going to spam Ice Beam. I don't care if Aurora Veil is up. He also doesn't get his own Toxic Orb. So, yeah. He has definitely made a mistake. And again, with the Hail, well, Hail is only one more turn, unless he has on Light Clay, but I'll still be able to take some chip damage off on Entei. And because he actually auto-mega'd, sorry, man. Because he actually auto-mega'd with his Sharpedo, I don't need my own Swampert to be super healthy, so I can go right out. That crit really sucked. Because now he can just click Sacred Fire, and I can easily click Scald right here, and that will be able to knock out. Actually, we'll click Earthquake. He can't switch out because of rocks anyway, there's no point. And his Scald doesn't knock him out. No Sacred Fire burns either. But we're stalling out the Aurora Veil, which is the important part. Amoonguss comes out. I want to stall out the Aurora Veil, so I'm actually going to stay in. I'm hoping he puts this mon to sleep, expecting me to go Scizor. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. And there's only one more turn of Aurora Veil. We'll go Scizor because it's more likely that he has Sludge Bomb over HP Fire. HP Fire is definitely an option, right? But it's more likely that he doesn't have it. I could also SD up here, but what we'll do is we'll U-turn out and scout for the HP Fire. Again, Crobat's still good in the late game, but I think I'll probably be able to win with my Kyurem. But does go Gliscor. And again, this is just keeping up momentum with Kyurem, being able to bring this mon in. And just click Ice Beam. Yes, he can go Sharpedo, but without its auto speed boost, and Sharpedo not really having a boosting move. Does Sharpedo learn Home Claws? Does Sharpedo have claws? How does he even learn Poison Jab? Doesn't hit them with their fin? Like, I don't even know. But yeah, like at this point, even Sharpedo's not going to want to come in on this. With Stealth Rock up, Aurora Veil gone, Sharpedo might even be 2-hit KO'd. I don't know the calc off the top of my head, obviously, so I'm just freeballing it right now. But again, Gliscor being gone, Bullet Punch will be able to deal with Sharpedo. In fact, I can just afford to Ice Beam this mon and then just win with Crobat. I think that's the way I want to win. So, an Ice Beam also prevents a potential sub or something. I want to win with Crobat. No! Well, he got a defense drop, so Aqua Jet might be able to KO me. But he doesn't even go for it. I thought that maybe he would definitely go for that. I mean, I think that was his only play. Assuming this doesn't knock it out because it's only Choice Scarf. Yep. He can knock me out. And then I can finish him off with the Supersonic Skystrike, which is the way I wanted to finish him off. Nice. Typically, I don't like to reveal stuff because if I find them later on in the live, it would be better. Because we're at about 30 minutes, I'll end it here. So, good game, dude. About to be at 30 minutes. So, yeah, that was definitely a fun live. The team did well. Scizor is definitely a threat. Scarf Kyurem, though, is really... I really do love Scarf Kyurem and Yu, especially because he has the option of running Outrage, which is really nice because you can spam Draco Meteor, obviously, but after you use it once or twice, especially Tech 2 low to actually get any kills, whereas Outrage is nice as well versus Pokemon like Subcombine Raikou, or even just Raikou in general, especially if they're combining up. You're not doing much damage to them. Sour is cool, option 2 KO. Scizor, always being one of the best mons. I didn't even realize this was my spread. I thought it was a more offensive variant, but I was actually really defensive. Like a lot of these teams, I just see them based on like the Pokemon, like because people leave teams on my wall all the time, right? And a lot of the ways that I take a team is based on just like the aesthetics, like how it looks. And I was like, oh yeah, Volt Turn looked cool. I didn't even know it was Nasty Plot Crobat until I opened it up in the team builder. But yeah, all this is cool. Volt Turn, excuse me. This U-turn into Kyurem. But in any case, guys, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you are hyped for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, let me know. What are you most hyped for about that? What is it you're looking forward to? I'm hyped for my boy Necrozma to actually be putting in some work with his Prism Armor. Maybe we'll get some move tutors too. Maybe we'll get Focus Blast or Aura Sphere. Who knows? But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.